Just a little bit. I'd rather be warm. Just a little warm. What is up? What is up? I keep saying I'm going to change the camera a little bit also. Come on, baby. Spin it. Look at this. Look at this. There we go, like that. Oh, now I gotta, can I do this? Wait a minute, y'all. Sometimes we keep all this mess. Oh my God. So I gotta come over here a little bit. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I'm trying to set up, still trying to tweak stuff in this, on this side of the room. What's going on, man? Y'all see the equipment and everything. Sometimes I'm working. I'm doing the best I can, the most I can. Maybe we come down just a tad bit. Something like that. Yeah, perfect. I like that. See the keyboards, you see the equipment back there. Anyway, what's going on, man? Hey, Katt Williams. The Hidden Life of Katt Williams. The Hidden Life of Katt Williams, man. They kill me with these titles. Why Hollywood Seeks to Kill Him. A 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 documentary. What? Oh my gracious. Look here, man. I don't know. They send me these videos, man, and I do them and look at them and everything. So most time it's a first time reaction. And when Katt Williams is on, man, it's scary, period. Because my main man, Katt, I don't know him. I don't know him anything. But I like him. I like him and David Chappelle with the truth that they putting out. So I'm trying to, oh man, hey, we're doing a marathon, so y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
There's no way that you can tell that much truth without offending certain portions of the population.
All lies will be exposed.
That's all.
They're gonna let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly.
There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time.
And look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range.
The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
We all love Dave Chappelle.
Exactly. Dave Chappelle has never been a part of the Illuminati. They don't want him or me or people like us. Yeah. But now it's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.
They all know
it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side.
Talk to him, baby. Facts. Love it when somebody speaks the facts. Love it.
You ain't gotta worry, because all you gotta do is tell the truth.
The
truth is crazy enough, you ain't got to make up no shit. I'm gonna say something to you that sounds like a motherfucker made it up, and it's really in the news. The FBI, our FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, said they don't know whose cocaine was at the White House.
You might know him from his infamous Club 𝗟𝗓𝗡 interviews, but have you ever wondered what fuels the genius of one of the most provocative and captivating comedians of our time? Enter Katt Williams, a man whose comedic timing, unmatched charisma, and raw honesty have etched his name into stand-up comedy history. But Katt's story isn't just about the laughs he generates or the controversies he sparks.
There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none.
It's about resilience, transformation, and a relentless pursuit of authenticity in an industry often consumed by pretense.
Life is too
motherfucking short. I am happy than a motherfucker to be here. Ain't nothing like Atlanta. You don't know what the fuck you gonna get. This is the most nastiest, dirtiest, ugliest, most beautiful, wonderful place in all of America. You could get all your dreams could come true at Magic City, or you could get killed at a stoplight, nigga. You never fucking know. It can happen right here, nigga.
Katt's journey isn't your typical rags to riches tale. From his humble beginnings in Cincinnati, Ohio, to the bright lights of Hollywood, his path has been as unpredictable as the man himself. Whether it's his biting critiques of society or his unfiltered insights into fame, Katt's work has always been deeply personal, reflecting the struggles, triumphs, and complexities of a man who refuses to be defined by anyone but himself. Today, we'll peel back the layers of Katt Williams' extraordinary life, diving into his roots, the challenges he faced, and the moments that shaped the comedic powerhouse we know today. This is the untold life story of Katt Williams.
Katt Williams. Katt Williams. I'll repeat it again. Katt Williams.
Oh, he's
Katt
supposed to be
Williams
Donald
was
Trump.
born 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Williams on September 2nd,
Dude, you did not-
1971, in
Hold on,
Cincinnati,
hold on.
Ohio. Raised in Dayton, he grew up in a strict household of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. I got to back that up, man. I got to back that up because, dude, you did not do a good job on that one, man. Wait a minute.
Told life story of Katt Williams.
Katt Williams. Katt Williams. I'll repeat it again. Katt Williams.
Katt Williams was
Okay.
born 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Williams on September 2nd, 1971, in Cincinnati, Ohio. Raised in Dayton, he grew up in a strict household of Jehovah's Witnesses, where his sharp wit and curious mind often clashed with the rigidity of his upbringing.
This has always been who I was before stand-up or anything. But it was an interesting childhood. I appreciate my parents, even though I couldn't live within the religious frameworks of what they had set up. But that was more not wanting to live a double life and not want to embarrass my family. You know what I mean?
Despite the challenges of his early environment, Katt displayed extraordinary intelligence from a young age. He once claimed he learned to read at just 3 years old and could fluently communicate in multiple languages, including French and Creole.
Because you mentioned you were such a voracious reader, and a form of punishment was when they would take the books for him, because you could read fluently. You told me how at like 3 or 4 years old you could read, not just a little child's book, but you could read.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm saying when we go to Haiti to do missionary work, understand that my mother and my father, nobody that's there with us speaks French. And, it speaks Creole and reads French. So I'm in charge of everything, from the housing to the cars to the gardener. Like I'm saying, so I'm not just reading, I'm reading in multiple languages. Like
How old are you at
I'm
the time?
probably reading 3,000 books a year from the time that I'm 8 years old to the time that I'm 12.
These were early signs of the brilliance that would later define his career. But Katt's intelligence wasn't just book smarts, it was a streetwise ingenuity that would eventually become his lifeline. As a young boy, he often felt out of place in his family and community. That feeling of difference would fuel his desire to carve his own path, no matter how unconventional. At just 13 years old, Katt made a life-altering decision. He emancipated himself from his parents and left home.
Is it true that you emancipated yourself from your parents at 13? Because I read that somewhere.
Well,
I think it was Wikipedia said something like that.
I wouldn't shame the family. What I would say is that it can't be called run away because I didn't run away. I left, but I don't tell that part of the story just because there's a 0 chance that if a young person listens to me and follows my example on that they'll be okay. But I knew I would be, but you know, I was a little off. Like, I knew Jesus left home at 13, so I didn't feel like I was out of pocket in any way.
It's hard to imagine the courage it took for a young teenager to step out on his own, but Katt was determined to live life on his own terms. He moved to Florida, where he survived by any means necessary. For 4 years, Katt lived in a park in Coconut Grove, Miami, selling magazines and books door to door to make ends meet.
I get this job selling stuff door to door. across the country. And so I've been to all 50 states. Again, I'm 14 years old. So I did that.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our videos. If you want to check out our live channel, the Music Recording Network Live, where we dive deeper into videos that we put up and talk about different things that's going on in the world. You can participate in our chat, or you can come on live. You don't even have to show your face. Go to our live channel, subscribe, voice your opinion, because we would like to hear from you and help us come up with solutions. Now, let's continue on with this video.
But they were also formative. Katt learned how to connect with people, a skill that would later prove invaluable in his comedy career. He described his period as his graduate school in life, where he gained the street smarts and resilience that would carry him through countless challenges. By his late teens, Katt had developed a reputation as a natural performer. His quick wit and sharp tongue made him a standout in any crowd, and it wasn't long before he tried his hand at stand-up comedy.
What was your first attempt at stand-up comedy like? Oh, it was glorious. It was a room full of white people meeting this black guy and him telling them what it felt like to be there with them and them responding with, aha, that's how it feels for us too. And the bond was magical. And that's still what it's like to this day.
His first live performance took place at an improv bar where he quickly realized he had a gift for making people laugh. The audience's reaction was all the validation he needed. Katt's journey eventually brought him to Oakland, California, a city known for its vibrant cultural scene and revolutionary spirit.
So I lived in Sacramento for 2 years until I get to the point where I am equally as funny if the room is black as I am if the room is white.
Okay.
That's not enough. Now I need to be one of the good ones when it comes to black comics. So now I have to move to Oakland, and that's what lands me in Oakland for 3 years.
It was here that Katt truly began to find his voice as a comedian. Oakland's diverse audience challenged him to push boundaries and refine his act, and Katt rose to the occasion. He became a fixture in the local comedy circuit, performing at renowned venues like the Improv, the Comedy Club, and the Ice House. His performances were electric, equal parts comedy and performance art. Audience couldn't get enough of his unique blend of humor, charisma, and biting social critique.
What a pleasure to be here. So wonderful to be in Pasadena where it's 138 during the day and 36 at night. A pimp don't know what to wear. I'm in the hotel lobby. I got on a fur coat, some swim trunks, some Timberlands, and an umbrella, because I don't know what may happen in this raggedy bitch this evening.
During this time, Katt also began experimenting with his persona. He developed a flamboyant, confident stage presence that would later become his trademark. With his sharp suits, elaborate hairstyles, and larger-than-life personality, Katt was impossible to ignore. By the late 1990s, Katt was starting to make waves. Word was spreading about this young, magnetic comedian who could light up any room. But his big break came when he landed a spot on BET's Comic View.
Up so loud that you couldn't hear the damn thing when it cut off. It looked like this. You flossing in a 6-shift convertible.
At the time, Comic View was one of the biggest platforms for black comedians, and appearing on the show was a surefire way to gain national attention. For Katt, it was more than just an opportunity. It was a moment to prove himself to the world. And prove himself he did. Katt's Comic View performances were electric. Dressed in sharp suits and brimming with confidence, he delivered punchline after punchline, leaving audiences in stitches. His humor was edgy but never forced, biting yet thoughtful. He wasn't afraid to tackle difficult subjects, but he always did it in a way that felt relatable and authentic.
You just 20 on 11, bitch.
It wasn't long before Katt Williams became a fan favorite on Comic View. The show gave him the visibility he needed to take the next step in his career, introducing his style to millions of viewers across the country. For the first time, Katt wasn't just a rising star, he was a name people recognized. As Katt's career began to take off, so did his signature style. From his wardrobe to his delivery, everything about Katt Williams was intentional. He didn't just want to make people laugh, he wanted to make a statement. He became known for his flamboyant suits, elaborate hairstyles, and larger-than-life stage presence, all of which added to his persona. He wasn't just Katt Williams the comedian, he was Katt Williams the performer.
I like that right there.
Just here to remind all minorities that with what's going on in the world today, you have got to be happy about whatever you got in your life right now. That's my message. Because the world is crazy right now. What is gas? $600 a damn gallon right now? I don't care how much money you got. Gas is entirely too high. That's all I'm saying. You are not supposed to be at the gas station making life decisions.
But beyond the flash, it was Katt's material that resonated most.
Right about that.
His comedy
Facts.
was rooted in truth. Whether he was talking about racism, politics, or his own struggles, Katt always approached his work with honesty and vulnerability. He was unafraid to say the things that others wouldn't, and audiences loved him for it.
The only brothers ain't scared to die is brothers that ain't died yet. Everybody hard. I'm ready to go right now. I don't care. Now. When? I'm ready. No, that's not the way it go. I've been shot before. It's nothing gangster about it. The sad thing was I wasn't even in the argument. I'm watching these fight. I'm like, there they go.
Katt also had a unique ability to...
He said the sad part about it is I wasn't even in the argument. I'm watching these motherfuckers fight. And all of a sudden, I just got capped.
Balance humor with heart. His jokes often carried deeper messages, inviting audiences to think while they laughed. He didn't shy away from uncomfortable topics because, for Katt, comedy was about more than just entertainment. It was about truth. With Comic View under his belt and reputation growing, Katt began performing at bigger venues and earning spots on national tours. His rise wasn't overnight. It was the result of years of hard work, late nights, and countless performances. But by the early 2000s, Katt Williams was officially on the radar. He started gaining recognition, not just from audiences, but from industry insiders as well. Established comedians saw him as a rising star.
Please welcome one of the hottest young comedians in the country today. I'm telling you, he got my stamp. This cat is hot. Please put your hands together for Katt Williams.
And they were right. Katt had everything it took to become one of the greats. Talent, drive, and an unmistakable presence that made him impossible to ignore.
You got that right. Every day. Gotta keep stopping it, man. Gotta stop it because, especially on them songs, man. God dang. Hustle, baby.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Every day. Every night and every day. Every day and night, we gotta do a hustle, baby. Hey, cut it off.
What's going on, Chicago? What's going down?
Katt Williams' journey through the gritty comedy circuit was relentless, but by the early 2000s, it was clear he was on the cusp of something extraordinary. After grinding for years in small clubs, honing his craft, and making waves on BET's Comic View, Katt Williams was ready to break through, and he did so with an explosion of charisma, wit, and fearlessness that catapulted him into the mainstream. This period of life was where the underground favorite became a big name. For many comedians, there's always one defining moment, one role, one opportunity that launches them into the public eye. For Katt Williams, that moment came in 2002 when he starred in Friday After Next, the third installment of the iconic Friday film franchise. Playing Money Mike, a flashy and over-the-top pimp with razor-sharp comebacks, Katt didn't...
I didn't even remember. I forgot all about he had on mismatched shoes. But he was gangster, baby. Look at the, watch this. The shoe come out first that don't match, but it kind of match. Don't match the outfit. It matched the outfit.
Yes.
Watch this.
The third installment
Watch
of the
shoes,
iconic
y'all.
Friday film franchise.
Oh my
Playing
God.
Money Mike, a flashy and over-the-top pimp with razor-sharp comebacks, Katt didn't just act in the role, he owned it. In Friday After Next, Katt's portrayal of Money Mike was an instant hit. His impeccable delivery, physical comedy, and magnetic screen presence made him a standout in a cast that included established stars like Ice Cube and Mike Epps. Critics and fans alike couldn't stop talking about him.
And then once we saw Katt, it was like, Katt came in so prepared and on point. It was like he was Money Mike, like it wasn't no acting that had to go down. It was like this dude right here,
undisputable,
is comedic gold, and his part was just small in the movie.
Yeah,
and the character quickly
small.
became a cult favorite. But what made Money Mike unforgettable wasn't just the humor, it was Katt's ability to inject depth into even the most absurd characters. Beneath the over-the-top persona was a sharpness and wit that audiences connected with. It was clear that Katt wasn't just funny, he was a star. The success of Friday After Next opened new doors for Katt. He began landing guest roles on television, where his unique brand of comedy shined.
Did she call you guys? Let me tell you something. You get your finger chewed off because your girlfriend hits the switch and see if you don't backhand her.
From here, Katt was no longer an unknown comic. He was now on Hollywood's radar. While his film role put him on the map, television solidified his place in the entertainment industry. Katt Williams found a home on shows that highlighted his talents, allowing him to bring his humor to an even wider audience.
Yes.
That's what I said, Slickback.
No, it's a pimp named Slickback.
One of his most notable television appearances came in Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out. The sketch comedy series, which debuted on MTV in 2005, became a proving ground for comedians, and Katt Williams quickly emerged as one of its biggest stars. His quick wit, ability to roast anyone at will, and electric stage presence made him a fan favorite.
Now, I know I got a perm and I know you don't. Later tonight, I'm gonna a girl and I know you won't. Hey, Spanky, turn around so I can tell you something. You look like a badass belly button. And you and your crew, y'all can't hurt me. We all got on the same clothes, y'all still look dirty.
On Wild 'N Out, Katt wasn't just participating in sketches, he was dominating. His timing and ability to turn even the most mundane setups into unforgettable moments proved that his humor was versatile, sharp, and spontaneous. For younger audiences who may not have known him from the comedy circuit or Friday After Next, Wild 'N Out introduced Katt Williams as the comedic powerhouse he was destined to be. Around the same time, Katt landed a recurring role on the hit sitcom My Wife and Kids, where he played Bobby Shaw, a comically flamboyant character who added energy and humor to the show. It was here that Katt displayed his knack for physical comedy and his ability to elevate even small roles into scene-stealing moments.
I'll get it.
I ain't even seen this.
Their shoes hurt. Who is this? Oh my God. It's
Bobby Shaw. Fresh and in of the flesh.
These roles marked a key turning point. Hollywood wasn't just aware of Katt Williams, they were starting to take him seriously. He wasn't just another comic getting by on jokes, he was a versatile entertainer with the ability to dominate both stage and screen. While television and film gave Katt visibility, it was his return to stand-up comedy that truly cemented his place in pop culture. In 2006, Katt released his groundbreaking HBO special, The Pimp Chronicles Part 1, a performance that would go on to become legendary.
Stand on your motherfucking feet and give it up to Katt Williams.
Anthony Anderson, I like him. That's my man. Howard University, y'all.
It's the Pimp Chronicles. Yeah, this is the Pimp Chronicles. Keep the show on the road. Keep the drama smokes. Got the cross the show. Got the drama smoke. It's the Pimp Chronicles. Yeah, this is the Pimp Chronicles.
Filmed in front of a packed audience in Atlanta, the Pimp Chronicles showcased Katt at the height of his powers. From the moment he took the stage, dressed in a sharp green suit, his hair immaculately straightened, Katt had the audience in the palm of his hand. For the next hour, he delivered a masterclass in comedy.
We are tired of going to the laundromat to see you in there. Your baby girl is all of 7 years old. This bitch has on a wedding dress and soccer shoes. Where the fuck is she going? Is she marrying Bleach? This bitch.
A wedding dress and soccer shoes. Oh my God.
All I'm saying, Spanish people, is if you are pushing a stroller through the mall and your child's feet can touch the ground out the stroller, let little S.A. walk then.
What set the Pimp Chronicles apart wasn't just the jokes, it was the subject matter. Katt used the special to deliver sharp, insightful commentary on everything from politics to relationships to everyday struggles. He tackled race, hypocrisy, and the absurdities of society with a boldness that resonated deeply with his audience. Lines like, "Weed is not a drug, it's a plant. It just grows like that." And "White people, we can't trust you with dogs or black people anymore," became instant classics, quoted endlessly by fans. Katt wasn't just making people laugh, he was challenging them to think. And he was doing it with style, swagger, and an authenticity that set him apart from other comedians. The success of the Pimp Chronicles made Katt Williams a household name.
Wow.
The special was a cultural phenomenon, launching Katt into the comedy stratosphere and solidifying his status as one of the best in the game. Audiences couldn't get enough of him. His stand-up tours began selling out across the country, with fans flocking to see the man who could make them laugh harder than anyone else. In the years following the Pimp Chronicles, Katt released other successful specials, including It's Pimpin' Pimpin' in 2008. Each performance built on the foundation of his earlier work, showcasing his growth as a comedian while staying true to his roots. Katt's humor was sharp, observational, and unapologetically honest, a reflection of his life and experiences.
If you watch TV, all they want to talk about is the election. The election, it's time for a new president. I think first we need to celebrate the fact that Bush ain't gonna be president no goddamn more first.
We need to celebrate that first.
I don't understand. How the fuck do you get a job and fuck up everything? Everything? Everything. This motherfucker has fucked up everything. Gas, water, air, everything. And he's not just stupid. Bush don't even give a fuck. He won't even try. At least if you stupid, you should try. He don't even try. I don't even know why he go to the press conference. He don't even be talking about shit they even be talking about. They just, what do you think about the problem in Darfur? You get on that horse, you gotta ride it.
While his specials brought him widespread acclaim.
Life is too short for racism. We all got motherfucking problems. But we can learn. We can learn. Just niggas, just, fuck that. Just don't try to do everything with your white friends. Don't get drunk with your white friends. Can't do it. Can't fucking do it. They don't drink like niggas. Niggas, we are very consistent. If a nigga drink Hennessy, that's what the fuck that nigga drink. That's what he drink. Hennessy. You ain't gotta keep asking. That's what he drink on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, his birthday, Jesus' birthday, Hennessy. If they don't have Hennessy, he will take Remy as a backup. That's as far as it goes. White people don't care what they drink. All they care about is what they said when they was leaving the house. Tonight, we're getting fucked up.
Katt Williams' rise in comedy earned him fans worldwide.
Tonight, we're getting fucked up. Let's go.
Leaving the house. Tonight, we're getting fucked up.
Katt Williams' rise in comedy earned him fans worldwide.
God, that's funny.
But what set him apart from many entertainers was his deep-rooted connection to hip-hop. His music career wasn't a random side project or a vanity effort to capitalize on fame. It was an extension of his upbringing and artistic identity. To truly understand Katt Williams as an entertainer is to recognize that music was woven into the fabric of his life long before he became a household name. Hip-hop was more than just a genre to him. It was the rhythm of the streets he grew up on, a culture that shaped his worldwide view and sharpened his voice.
Around like I don't care. Illuminati want me dead. I walk around like I don't care. I know that it isn't fair. I walk around like I don't care. All you ghosts dead me. Money, Michael Myers walk like Friday the 13th. Black Ben, Black Pin.
While the world saw Katt as a comedian, those close to him knew that he carried the soul of an artist who understood music at its core. His music career reflected his wit, his hustler mentality, and his unyielding desire to express himself fully, whether through words or beats. Long before Katt ever stepped onto a comedy stage, music was a major part of his life. Growing up in Dayton, Ohio, during the late 1970s and early 1980s, Katt was surrounded by the cultural explosion of hip-hop. The genre was still in its infancy, but even then, its rawness and authenticity captured the imagination of young people like Katt.
All the carry pimpin', I'ma bring a lunch. Kids call me role model. Yes, I'm a role model. Show you how to take a bankroll and get a supermodel. Got so many haters, I do not need gators.
For Katt, hip-hop resonated a voice for those who often went unheard, something he could relate to, the storytelling, the rhythm, the unapologetic expression of life struggles and triumphs. These elements resonated deeply with him. Hip-hop was the music of survivors, hustlers, and dreamers. And from a young age, Katt identified with that energy. As a teenager living on his own in Coconut Grove, Miami, hip-hop became more than music. It was survival. The streets of Miami were alive, with beats blasting from car stereos, boom boxes, and makeshift block parties. Katt absorbed the cultural like a sponge, learning to appreciate the complexity of lyrical wordplay and the hustle required to make it in an unforgiving world. Those experiences would later influence not only his comedy, but also his musical ambitions. When Friday After the Next hit theaters in 2002, Katt Williams' portrayal of Money Mike became an instant classic. The character was the perfect combination of comedy, style, and confidence. The way Katt embodied the role, his slick delivery, his comedic timing, and his over-the-top swagger made Money Mike more than just a character.
Yeah.
He became a persona that Katt would carry into other parts of his career, in particular, his music.
Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them.
Money Mike represented a version of Katt Williams that was larger than life, a flamboyant, outspoken hustler who always had something clever to say. Fans embraced the character, and it wasn't long before Katt decided to adopt Money Mike as his musical alter ego. By doing so, he bridged the gap between comedy and music in a way that few entertainers had done successfully before him.
Resume. My bad, man. I'm back. Sometimes on these long videos, I gotta take a quick break. Business. Gotta do business sometime. Here we go.
Who always had something clever to say. Fans embraced the character, and it wasn't long before Katt decided to adopt Money Mike as his musical alter ego. By doing so, he bridged the gap between comedy and music in a way that few entertainers had done successfully before him. Under the name Money Mike, Katt began exploring the world of hip-hop in earnest. He used this platform to step into a realm where he was already respected as a cultural figure. For Katt, music wasn't about starting over, it was about adding another layer to his legacy. Katt's entry into music was marked by collaborations with established hip-hop artists who recognized his authenticity and charisma. Unlike celebrities who forced their way into the genre, Katt was welcomed by rappers who saw him as one of their own. He understood the culture, the language, and the grind, which earned him instant credibility. One of Katt's earliest collaborations was with the West Coast rapper Baby Bash. Known for his laid-back style and catchy hooks, Baby Bash invited Katt to collaborate on tracks where Katt brought his humor and persona to the forefront. The chemistry was undeniable. Katt's ability to mix comedy with the swagger of hip-hop made him stand out. Not long after, Katt began associating with other influential figures in the rap scene, including Sugar Free, a West Coast legend known for his unique style and pimp-inspired lyrics.
Wow, so how long ago was this when you guys started this?
Me and Katt been good friends. What, Mike? 12 years.
Wow.
13 years, yeah.
So when did you guys start deciding to do this tour?
Last night.
Oh, really?
Last night.
That's new.
Last
This
night.
just in on WCN.
Last night.
Wow,
Last
that's
night.
amazing. That's a great idea, though, to put the comedy with the music right there.
Right.
So
Sugar Free's music aligned perfectly with the Money Mike persona that Katt had created. Both shared a flair for wordplay, an appreciation for the pimp aesthetic, and a mutual respect for the hustle required to thrive in the entertainment industry. Through these collaborations, Katt solidified his place within hip-hop culture. He wasn't just a comedian dipping his toes into music, he was someone who understood the art form and had earned his stripes. In 2006, Katt Williams' music career took a significant turn when he connected with Cam'ron and the Diplomats, better known as Dipset.
But they was making me go to the studio and lock in with Katt Williams. But the record was dope, his vibe was dope. That my guy, he pulled up in a fucking bulletproof Sprinter with the gun holes in him and a satellite on top. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you serious?
Yeah, he moved different. He met me in the Heights. He met me in Washington on Dykeman. And then we took off to Cam crib to go record. He had me dying the whole session.
At the time, Dipset was one of the most influential rap collectives in the game, known for their gritty lyrics, flashy style, and undeniable impact on hip-hop culture. Katt's relationship with Dipset added another layer of credibility to his music career.
My album comes out first quarter 2007. I'd already finished it. There was only 2 places that I was considering as a home. Whether you like Dipset or not, what you think about when you think of Dipset is fly, flashy, black, and rich. And I am all of those things, which means naturally I'm already Dipset.
While Katt never officially joined Dipset, his affiliation with the group allowed him to immerse himself further into the world of hip-hop. He began appearing alongside members of the crew at concerts, events, and in backstage footage. His presence was a testament to how well he fit into the culture. Katt wasn't trying to be a rapper, he was simply being himself, a comedian with deep ties to the streets and appreciation for the music that came from them. The Diplomats' influence also in style.
Pocket full of mean green hair, smell like Pantene. Pistoline in my Bijou jeans and always keep my hands clean. Baby call me niggas call me Jojo. It don't matter what they say, they'll never call me broke ho. I make that funny money, laugh, live and love money. That pimpin' thug.
The album featured tracks that celebrate Dad James.
Thank you, Hell, for such a marvelous, beautiful, magnificent motherfucking introduction. I'm trying to figure out who this nigga talking about this all gold everything. Cause if a nigga know Katt Williams, I'm a pimp nigga. We have all gold everything, literally.
The track was Katt's critique of what he saw as a decline in the quality and authenticity of hip-hop. In his view, the genre had moved away from its roots, and artists like Trinidad James represented a shift that he couldn't ignore. The diss track was unexpected, but it highlighted Katt's deep connection to hip-hop. For Katt, hip-hop wasn't just entertainment, it was a sacred art form that deserved respect. While some dismissed the track as a comedian's attempt to stir the pot, others applauded Katt for speaking his mind. It was yet another example of Katt's refusal to stay silent when he saw something he didn't agree with. Katt Williams is a man of contrast, a comedic giant on stage, yet a fiercely private individual off it. His personal life has been as complex and multifaceted as his career. While he's made a name for himself with his sharp humor and larger-than-life persona, Katt's journey behind the scenes has been marked by moments of triumph, vulnerability, and controversy. To understand Katt Williams fully, it's essential to explore the life he has lived away from the spotlight. At the heart of Katt Williams' personal life is his role as a father. Despite the chaos of fame and the pressures of his career, Katt has always prioritized his children. He is a father to 8 children, including 1 biological son, Micah.
Now, you're the father of 8 kids, 7 of whom are adopted. So what is it that you enjoy about being a father figure?
Kids are a lot like farming. It's very, very important what you put in there. And there isn't an amount of good information that you can put into a child that's not going to eventually be a great thing. And so That's the part for me.
His decision to adopt reflects his deep compassion and desire to give back, in particular to children who might otherwise face the same struggles he encountered during his own upbringing. Katt has often spoken about how being a father grounds him. For him, raising children isn't just a responsibility, it's a source of purpose and pride. In interviews, he has emphasized that his children are the driving force behind his work ethic and resilience. They've been a constant in his life, offering stability amidst the unpredictable world of entertainment. Despite his hectic schedule, Katt has made it a point to be present for his children. He has described parenting as a balancing act, one that requires both discipline and understanding. His approach is rooted in his own experiences as a child, where he felt the absence of a guiding father. Determined to break that cycle, Katt has strived to provide his children with a sense of security and support. As a single father, Katt has faced his share of challenges. Balancing a demanding career with the responsibility of raising 8 children is no small feat. Over the years, he has encountered legal battles and custody disputes, some of which have played out in the public eye. These incidents have added pressure to an already demanding role, but Katt has remained steadfast in his commitment to his family. One notable incident occurred in 2014 when Katt faced allegations regarding his parenting. Reports emerged that his home was being investigated for unsafe conditions, an accusation that Katt undoubtedly denied. He argued that the media often exaggerated these stories, painting him as an unfit parent without understanding the context of his life. For Katt, these accusations were deeply personal, as they struck at the core of his identity as a father. While the situation was resolved without major repercussions, it highlighted the scrutiny he faced as a public figure. Despite these challenges,
you know why they did this, man? They did all this because he wouldn't play ball. Some higher ups that got some ties with police officers, corrupted some stuff and made up some stuff to try to mess with him. I wanted to say F with him because he wouldn't play ball. He wouldn't put on the dress. He wouldn't play their game like David Chappelle. Both of them. Shout out to both of them. Ice Cube also. Ice Cube. There's a couple of them, man. They wouldn't play ball. It's a couple of them out there. So shout out to everybody who wouldn't play the ball. And that is what helped us to understand what's going on in this industry behind our back.
These stories,
they
painting
created
him
this
as an
stories,
unfit parent without
created him as
understanding
an
the
unfit
context of
parent.
his life. For Katt, these accusations were deeply personal, as they struck at the core of his identity as a father. While the situation was resolved without major repercussions, it highlighted the scrutiny he faced as a public figure. Despite these challenges, Katt's love for his children has never wavered. He often jokes about his experiences as a parent in his stand-up routines, using humor to shed light on the joys and struggles of raising a family. But beneath the jokes lies a genuine commitment to his role as a father, a role he takes as seriously as his career. Katt Williams' romantic life has been another aspect of his personal story that has intrigued fans and fueled tabloid speculation. Over the years, he has been linked to several women, but Katt has always maintained a relatively private stance on his relationships. While he occasionally speaks about love and relationships in his comedy, he rarely discusses his personal experiences in detail.
So if I told you that me and a couple dudes on my staff sometimes have to cohabitate, nobody finds a problem with that. Yeah, so it's me and 3 ladies cohabitating because that's how the business gets done. Like, I don't want a chef that scratches his nuts before he cooks. No disrespect to these guys that go around with these large male-only groupings, but
one of the most scrutinized relationships in Katt's life was with actress and model Hazel E. The two dated for a brief period, and their relationship garnered significant attention in the media.
And you know what? To this day, you're the only woman that he's ever publicly claimed.
Yeah.
He doesn't claim any other women. That's crazy. His love life is.
He told
completely
everybody
private.
Lady of Rage was there. His team was there when he thought he was going to go to jail for one of the many situations that he had. He was listed everybody in his life, and he said, and Erica, call me Erica, not Hazel, she'd be my wife.
He told you that?
Mm-hmm. He told a lot of people, everybody that. And I was like,
you getting emotional.
What? Because that man was like, he was an incredible person.
Despite their high-profile status, Katt and Hazel E. kept much of their relationship private, choosing not to indulge in the public spectacle that often accompanies celebrity romances. Beyond this, little is known about Katt's romantic life, as he has chosen to keep that part of his life away from the spotlight. This decision reflects his desire to maintain some level of normalcy in a world where privacy is often sacrificed for fame. While Katt Williams' comedic brilliance has earned him a devoted following, his personal life has often been overshadowed by legal troubles and public controversies. Over the years, Katt has found himself in the headlines for a range of incidents, from altercations to arrests.
The state's position?
No, Your Honor. We will defer to pretrial.
These troubles have painted a complex picture of a man navigating the pressures of fame while dealing with personal struggles. One of the earliest and most notable incidents occurred in 2006 when Katt was arrested for carrying a concealed weapon at Los Angeles International Airport. The arrest shocked fans, as it seemed to clash with the image of the sharp-witted comedian they adored. Katt later explained that the weapon was for protection, citing concerns about his safety as a public figure. In the years that followed, Katt faced a series of legal challenges, including charges of assault, battery, and disorderly conduct. These incidents often stemmed from heated altercations both in public and private settings. For example, in 2012, Katt was arrested multiple times in the span of a few months for incidents ranging from a bar fight in Oakland to a high-speed police chase in Sacramento. These episodes highlighted the chaotic period Katt was experiencing in his personal life. He once made a joke about this period of his life.
Because there's a lot of shit going on, not just in the world. There's a lot of shit going on with me.
With me?
I don't know if you checked it out. I was going through some shit. They arrested me 5 times in 5 cities in 5 days. What the crap?
While critics were quick to label him
out living in Pleasantville, like Katt came to the crib with his tour. He had the tour about where he's about to go out and do these dates. Shit, I watched Katt give away $200,000 on a block. In the neighborhood, just going knocking on doors and $10,000.
He would knock on people's doors and just give them money.
He knocked. I'm telling you what
Just
I saw.
ran people he did not know. That's crazy. Wow.
I saw this.
You never heard about this. I've never heard about this. And I know a lot of shit. This is my job to know.
This.
Yo,
Katt
that's
had
wild.
a black briefcase. You know how people, like, he really had that shit on his bus.
So you just
knock
knock on the door. Hi, I'm Katt Williams. Here's $10,000.
Over the years, Katt has
That's
quietly
crazy.
given back to his community, supporting causes that align with his values.
Shout out to Katt Williams for doing that, man. These are the things I dreamed about doing. Helping people. I'm going to say that over and over again. If everybody was to focus on helping other people, just help people, man. Stop trying to hurt people. Help people. The world would be a better place to live. Can you imagine that?
Knock on the door. Hi, I'm Katt Williams. Here's $10,000.
Over the years, Katt has quietly given back to his community, supporting causes that align with his values. From providing financial assistance to underprivileged families to donating to educational programs, Katt has used his platform to make a difference. One of the most notable acts of generosity came in 2008 when he donated thousands of dollars to schools in his hometown of Dayton, Ohio. For Katt, education was a cause close to his heart, as he understood the transformative power it could have on young lives. His contributions were a reflection of his desire to give others the opportunities he didn't always have growing up. Still, he likes to keep his philanthropy low key.
Like when I do something good, I'm really not doing it for the gram. It's not for any of that. I'm just doing it because it's good to do.
I appreciate that.
Throughout his personal life, Katt Williams has often referenced his faith as a guiding force. Raised in a household of Jehovah's Witnesses, Katt's early exposure to religion shaped his perspective on life. While he eventually distanced himself from organized religion, his belief in a higher power has remained a constant. In interviews, Katt has described his faith as a source of comfort and strength, in particular during challenging times. He has often used his comedy to explore spiritual themes, blending humor with introspection to connect with his audience on a deeper level.
And plus, I thought that Jesus was my big homie. So you know how you get a story about a dude joined the gang and you get a big homie, right? Like at this particular point in my life, my thought is that the Bible is the greatest book that's ever been written.
Okay.
That it houses the truth, and that it gives you this story of Jesus, and that I'm supposed to be like him.
Katt Williams' career has
that's
been a
it
roller
right
coaster
there.
of
That's the
immense
answer.
success,
That's the
personal
answer.
struggles, and an unshakable connection with his...
My bad, y'all, before we keep going. That's the answer right there. This book is about Jesus, and we're supposed to be like him. And what was Jesus doing? What was he doing? He was helping people. That's the answer right there to your life. You want a better life? Go out and start helping people.
Like at this particular point in my life, my thought is that the Bible is the greatest book that's ever been written.
Okay.
That it houses the truth, and that it gives you this story of Jesus, and that I'm supposed to be like him.
Katt
supposed to
Williams'
be like
career has
him.
been a roller coaster of immense success, personal struggles, and an unshakable connection with his audience. In recent years, Katt has transitioned into a phase of reinvention and resilience, where his work reflects a matured perspective on life and comedy. While some might have expected his troubles to derail his career permanently, Katt has proven time and time again that his ability to bounce back is as sharp as his wit. This chapter of life is defined by his return to stand-up stages, his growing body of creative projects, and his candid reflection on the lessons learned along the way. Not to mention, my man just bought a studio. In the late 2010s, Katt Williams began a steady return to the world of stand-up comedy, a space where his talents have always shined brightest. His comeback was marked by the release of several successful comedy specials, including Great America 2018 on Netflix.
Give it up for the king of underground comedy!
If you're comfortable, don't be comfortable too long.
If you come,
Supposed to be here. I'm warning y'all now. It's gonna be some shit.
Filmed in Jacksonville, Florida, the special showcased Katt at his sharpest, diving into topics ranging from politics and the race to his own missteps and challenges. It was a reminder to fans and critics alike that Katt's brilliance as a comedian remained untouchable. What made Great America in particular noteworthy was Katt's ability to evolve without losing his edge. His jokes were as biting and insightful as ever, but there was also a sense of maturity in how he approached his material. He didn't shy away from discussing his troubles or addressing the public's perception of him, using humor as a way to take ownership of his narrative.
You start getting older, you gotta change shit. I used to be able to watch TV all night long. Not no more. Now I gotta take my stupid ass to sleep. Cause these motherfucking commercials is too scary and too not specific. You scared and don't even know what the fuck you scared of. I know I'm not the only person in here who think he might, maybe, could possibly have mesothelioma. Though none of us know what the fuck it is. They just keep scaring us with it. You might have it, you might have it. It's worth some money.
oh my
The
God.
special was a resounding success, cementing Katt's place as one of the greats in the comedy world. Following Great America, Katt continued to tour extensively, selling out venues across the United States. Katt's partnership with Netflix marked a significant milestone in his career. In an era where streaming platforms have become the dominant force in entertainment, Katt's move to release his specials on Netflix was a strategic decision that paid off. By embracing streaming, Katt was able to reach a global audience, introducing his comedy to a new generation of fans. In 2022, Katt released World War III, another Netflix special that further solidified his status as a master of the craft.
That's why it's called World War III. Because there's a whole motherfucking war going on right now. And they ain't telling us shit. We don't even know whose side is what. Whole war going on. Fortunately for us, it's simple. It ain't even complicated. White people don't get nervous. It ain't about race this time.
Filmed in Las Vegas, the special tackled themes of conspiracy, misinformation, and social commentary, blending Katt's signature humor with timely observations. Critics praised the special for its balance of humor and insight, calling it one of Katt's most polished performances to date. What made World War III stand out was Katt's ability to address serious topics without losing his comedic touch. Whether discussing the absurdities of modern society or diving into more personal reflections, Katt's delivery was as sharp and engaging as ever.
All women are great women. Get yourself one. Pandemic taught me ain't no wrong one. All women is the right one. Get yourself one. Get yourself a big girl if you got a choice. You need a big girl. I was in the pandemic. I tried. I saw. I conquered. I felt it. I know. If you want to go through a pandemic, get you a big woman. It'll be the easiest pandemic you ever believe. You can trust a big woman. You don't even know you hungry and she already cooking. Your stomach look at her first. I think she got it.
In addition to his stand-up work, Katt has also ventured into another creative projects in recent years. He has appeared in several television shows and films, showcasing his versatility as an entertainer. One of his standout roles came in the critically acclaimed show Atlanta, where he played the character of Uncle Willie in the episode Alligator Man. The performance earned Katt widespread acclaim, including a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series in 2018.
Don't be an idiot. Are you trying to tell me about myself? You homeless, Ern. You don't even have a mirror to look at yourself.
Here. So I know you all about your principles. But can we please listen to Ern so we can get out of here? It's 4 cops on the other side of that door. You know if they come in here, they're gonna get your ass on a whole lot of other shit.
You lying ass bitch.
Oh my
You
God.
knew it. Mama, I hate you, Will.
Don't you never come back to my house,
And I hope they blow your motherfucking ass to smithereens.
You better hope they do, bitch. You better hope they do.
This nigga kidnapped me.
The role of Uncle Willie was a departure from Katt's typical comedic persona. It was nuanced, layered, and deeply human, allowing Katt to showcase his acting chops in a way that surprised even his most devoted fans. The Emmy win was a career milestone, serving as recognition of Katt's talents beyond the realm of stand-up comedy. Beyond acting, Katt has also expressed interest in writing and producing. While details of these projects remain under wraps, Katt has hinted in interviews that he is exploring new ways to tell stories, both on and off the stage. For Katt, this phase of his career is about pushing boundaries and challenging himself creatively. One of the most compelling aspects of Katt Williams' recent endeavors is his role as a voice for social change. Throughout his career, Katt has used comedy as a platform to address issues of race, inequality, and systematic injustice. In recent years, these themes have become even more pronounced in his work.
I just want to know
1 hour,
why
1
white
minute.
people are not more empathetic to what black people went through in this country. To build a country for free and then have them say you niggas is lazy.
Katt
All of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
I mean, we all love Dave Chappelle.
Exactly. Dave Chappelle has never been a part of the Illuminati. They don't want him or me or people like us.
Yeah.
But now it's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
Right, right.
One of Katt's most notable critiques
That's how
come in 2020.
They put him in jail a couple of times. Yeah, they put him. That's what I was just saying. I said that earlier, because he was speaking out and everything, and these people got, okay, you want to mess with us? We're gonna put you in jail and say you're a bad father and all this stuff. That was them doing that to him. He realized that. I got stung. He realized that.
Had to sting me a million times. I'm still not gonna join, but I respect it a little more.
I respect him a little more. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
Where the line is drawn is God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side, period.
Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit. Nick, come here. Come here. Is that two niggas kissing? Is one of them niggas Professor Obi?
Katt raised eyebrows when he mentioned attending one of these infamous parties, where he implied witnessing behavior that he described as wild and unacceptable. Without going into explicit detail, Katt suggested that the events at these parties painted a troubling picture of how power is wielded in the entertainment industry. If I'm at the Diddy party, he said during one routine, I'm there to tell, not to participate.
And he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Can I need another one? You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being...
In 2024, as Diddy faced legal troubles related to allegations of sexual misconduct and assault, Katt's earlier claims gained renewed attention. Fans and critics revisited his old performances in interviews, seeing them as present. While Katt did not directly address Diddy's legal issues, his past critiques added fuel to ongoing conversations about accountability in the music and entertainment industry.
Crazy.
I mean, but you know, some of these people...
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner, you my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive.
Katt Williams' critique of Hollywood hasn't been limited to music moguls and film executives. He has also been vocal about what he perceives as unethical behavior within the comedy world. He has publicly accused several prominent comedians of compromising their authenticity for the sake of fame, often at the expense of their peers. One such instance involved Kevin Hart, who Katt has accused of taking roles that were originally offered to him. Katt has suggested that Hart's rise to fame was facilitated by connections and deals that bypass merit. During an interview in 2018, Katt implied that Hart's career success was indicative of the systematic favoritism in Hollywood, which prioritizes marketability over talent.
Years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
Wait a minute. look how his face changed. Maybe he's like, maybe people don't understand the definition of these words. I mean, his face expression changed so drastically, like happiness to this is sad for the world. Maybe they don't understand the definition of these words.
What do you think a plant is?
What do you think a plant is?
Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Katt's critiques of Hart and others sparked debates within the comedy community. While some saw his comments as an attack on his peers, others argued that Katt was shedding light on the unspoken rules of an industry that often prioritizes profit over authenticity. For Katt, his grievances were less about personal rivalries and more about the broader inequities he observed in the entertainment landscape. A recurring theme in Katt Williams' revelations is the concept of gatekeeping within Hollywood. He has accused powerful figures of controlling access to opportunities, effectively deciding who succeeds and who doesn't. According to Katt, this system disproportionately affects artists who refuse to conform to industry norms or who challenge the status quo.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, do you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't.
In one particular scathing interview, Katt described how gatekeepers manipulate narratives to maintain control. He cited instances where talented artists were blacklisted for speaking out against injustices or for refusing to participate in explicit practices.
In my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows.
Katt's insight into gatekeeping resonated with many within and outside the industry. In particular, emerging artists who have struggled to break into Hollywood.
That's what he was saying.
By speaking out, Katt has positioned himself as a champion for those who feel silenced by the system. While Katt Williams' revelation have earned him praise from some quarters, they have also made him a target of backlash. Critics have accused him of being bitter or vindictive, dismissing his claims as exaggerated or unfounded. Some have argued that Katt's outspoken nature has hindered his career, making him a polarizing figure in an industry that thrives on alliances and connections. Katt, however, has remained unfazed by the criticism. He has often stated that his willingness to speak out is rooted in his commitment to truth and integrity. "I'd rather be hated for telling the truth than loved for living a lie," he said during one performance. For Katt, the potential consequences of his revelations are secondary to his mission of exposing the reality of Hollywood.
And there are these alliances in comedy, and if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Katt Williams' critiques have sparked widespread conversations about accountability in the entertainment industry. By calling out powerful figures and challenging systematic issues, he has encouraged audiences to look beyond the surface of celebrity culture. His revelations have also inspired other artists to share their own experiences, contributing to a broader movement for transparency and fairness.
People want to know,
I've never
why
seen
did
that
he get
movie.
blackballed?
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
You will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio.
In many ways, Katt's willingness to speak out has cemented his legacy as more than just a comedian. He is a truth teller.
I gotta see this movie. I haven't seen this movie. Is this the same movie when he was running down the street with the red,
rebel and a voice for those who feel unseen in an industry that often prioritizes profit.
That red robe right there, that red robe, this movie. I haven't seen this movie. I don't even know nothing about this movie.
Over people. Whether loved or criticized, Katt Williams remains one of the most compelling figures in modern entertainment, a man unafraid to shine a light on the shadows of Hollywood. As Katt Williams enters this new chapter of his career, one thing is clear: he is far from finished. With a legacy that spans decades, Katt continues to evolve as an artist, entertainer, and cultural figure. His recent work reflects a level of depth and maturity that comes from years of experience, both on and off the stage. For Katt, the future is about more than just maintaining his status as a comedic legend. It's about exploring new avenues, taking risks, and continuing to connect with audiences in meaningful ways. Whether through stand-up, acting, or behind-the-scenes creative work, Katt remains committed to his craft and to the people who have supported him along the way. Katt Williams' journey is a testament to resilience, truth, and unfiltered authenticity. From his groundbreaking comedy to exposing Hollywood's hidden truths, he's a force that challenges the norm. This is the untold life story of Katt Williams. And if you're like us, we can't wait to see what happens next in this legendary story.
Oh my gracious. Pimp down. Pimp down. That's crazy, man. Shout out to Katt Williams. Shout out to all the Katt Williams fans. To be honest, I need to go. What I'm going to do is this summer, I'm going to make it a point. Y'all mock me. I'm going to go to Katt Williams. If he got his own studio, that I think they mentioned that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Katt Williams studio, man. And I'm going to let them know. I'm going to let Katt Williams know. I don't know how to get in touch with him, but I'm going to let him know. Yo, man, I'm ready to do some work with you, man, because you real. And I think with my skills, I can help out in some kind of way. And I can help prosper what it is you're trying to do. So y'all put in the comments, man, what you think if Mike Cross working. Uncle Mike is working with Katt Williams. That'd be awesome. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.